As we come into the solar plexus range and into the brainstem, there's a feeling of buoyancy here, not being able to drop beneath the surface. It's tightening around the chest, chono koyata ki, sphere of diving deep. And then the mental fear, the confusion, chahoya, this false sun. So it feels like staying above the water. There's false ideas that come in, these self-soothing mantras that are really doing a disservice to the energy field. This kind of false hope and positivity. Cho onoya. Cho onoya. Let's look at this water, this ice. There's a fear of not knowing which direction to go. Trusting the self, wanting to dive deeper. But the unknown, chahokoshai, because there is no explanation for this internal feeling. And once the choice is made, Chokoya, there's no ability to anticipate what could possibly come. Chohoya, good. And yet, as we feel into the darkness of these waters, we're allowed to drop deeper into our sacral. This is trusting the feminine heart range here. There's such a release and a relief out of the body. This return to center, return to self, where the soul, where the energy field is actually most comfortable in this floating state of receptivity, this dream state. Becoming confused about the mirrored wall, we thought it was reflecting something that was wrong with us, when really it is showing us where we need to go. The confusion, feeling this through the left ear, the left hip, the ribs, the lungs here. This feeling of being sequestered or trapped, stagnation within darkness. Not understanding the value in the process of going into the depths of darkness. So this fear of death, this fear of the underworld, this fear of depression, trapped within the icy waters. Bringing light here to the base of the spine. It's almost as if the body serves as this carrier for the light experience, as if I'm moving as the light from one end of the body to the other. The body provides this bridge or this passageway for the light to move to the other side of this experience, to get from one side to the other. There's almost a feeling of needing to be grounded down within this space of density, so as not to float off and away. Going through the eyes, through the vision here. So where we become highly focused into the physical reality, that the breath through the feminine ranges can bring us back into conversation with the soul light, feeds and nourishes the soul, coming in to the backside of the sacral. And now let's bring the human, connect with the soul tribe, Gashoya, Jotai Kosha. It's a fracturing of the lineages. Chokosh. Yes, feeling this through the front of the sacral. Toya, the origins. The origination of the legion. Chotakasha Ichakasha. Chokota Ichana Ki Chokoya. Choice and choosing, Chokoya. What we feel internally rather than what we are picking up on externally. Wow. There's a cross here through the back of the head, the base of the brain. This is really, if we look at Legionnaire's disease, Chokoshai, this is actually something that's caused by a bacteria that lingers in the atmosphere. So it doesn't get passed from person to person as much as you breathe it in like a mist. And this is what we're really talking about with the distortion that we pick up. And it may not even be distortion, but it is not our original range, our original energy. And we are influenced and affected by it. So where, especially when we start to talk about in this way through the human codependency, right? Where we shift and change because Chokoshai, where we would shift and change our own selves in response to an outer experience or outer stimulus, Chokoshai, Chohokotai, and where we would lose sight of our own truth, our own center, our core values, our core origin, Chohono, Otai Chakoya, Chakoya Daki Chahono Koshai. It's where we need to begin to recognize the vast potential and the vast effect that we have on the world around us and this outer reality, to clean up our energy, to clean up our fields. Daho Daho Koshai Chahono Koshai Chataki Chashakoya. We step forward now to resolve, to release, to come to terms with who and what we truly are within this experience, Chohokoya, through this human vessel. Can we take ownership and responsibility for the largeness of our power? Can we see, understand, know the level of influence and effect that we have in this world? Coming to terms with all of this. As it is so.